Guys, Pepper Doctor here, and first I want to say I apologize for my last video. There was supposed to be 2 parts, but my second part of that video wouldn't upload or wouldn't actually record because my camera was glitching out, and I tried it about 3 or 4 times to do the second part, and it just didn't work, so I decided to move on from that video, and we'll just pretend that it's only 5 things to do when you're bored. But today we're doing a more exciting video since school is coming back up for all of us. I know the summer's been really short for me at least. And today I'm doing a hacks / DIY things for school. And maybe we'll just call this video School Help because that's fun. And we're just gonna get going right now. So the first thing we have is this cute little idea. It's to put in your locker for like your pencils and stuff like that. And it's just a DIY pencil holder. And it's a really cute idea. So I really like the color blue. So I found this blue little bucket at like the dollar store. You can literally get them super cheap. And you can design them any way you want. I cut out little heart stencil things, which I'm gonna put on them. And it's going to make little black hearts because I just like that theme. And it holds pencils and pens really well. Just like this. And it's really cute to go in your locker. So if your friends walk by and they like want to see your locker or they need to borrow a pencil or something, you can be like, sure, and whip out your little trusty bucket that's inside your locker. And you can do many different things with these. You can literally design like anything on them. And it's really easy. You can just use like a Sharpie or something like a Sharpie to do it. Or paint them, which would be an interesting idea. But moving on to number 2. So number 2 is also a DIY. And the things you need is an empty duct tape roll so there's no duct tape on it. And then just some normal duct tape that you want. So what we're doing for this one is we're making a DIY locker cup holder. So you could just use the duct tape roll and duct tape it in your locker, but it's more fun to do it this way, and some water bottles are too thin to be held by this. And so what you do with this is you want the bottom of your locker to hold your books and stuff like that. So if you bring a drink to school, like a little water glass with a straw in it, you don't want it to tip over and spill on everything. So what you do with this is you basically can cover this with duct tape, and then you cut a few different pieces of this about like a little bit longer than a foot, and just basically wrap it around there. And I'm going to show you what it will look like in 1 minute, but yeah, it will basically just tape. You can also just tape it onto your locker, like side of your locker when you're finished, and then it'll hold your drink for the whole year. Okay, so this is your first step. What we have here is 2 pieces of duct tape, and we just tape them both together so they're not like tape on either side. And what you're gonna end up doing, I made mine about a foot long just because for the purpose of how long I want mine, is we're gonna end up taping like pieces like this, so it will end up like creating a little bag in there to hold your water bottle or whatever you want. And so that is the very first step, and now you want to create like 1 or 2 others just to like form the base of it, and then we'll head on to the next step. So we have our second piece right here, and I kind of went over the line a little bit. So what you can do if you have those little like sticky edges right there, all you have to do is fold them in onto the next piece, and it will look fine, and it will not be sticky anymore. And so after you have 2 or as many as you want of these, what you can do after this is basically you tape it around the duct tape holder to make the bag that I was talking about earlier. And that is the part that's actually going to hold your water bottle or little straw cup. And I've used this hack for at least a few years. I used it, well, I didn't use it last year, but I used it 2 years ago when I had a pretty decent sized locker with my friend. And so now we have two pieces of the same duct tape. And what we're going to do now is we're going to duct tape the duct tape onto the duct tape roll, if you can understand any of that. But so this is going to be kind of the area where it will be held, and we're just going to cross them over, and I'm going to tape this one on real fast and then show you what we do with this piece. So that's one side of it taped, and now we need to just tape up the other side over here. So we have taped both pieces on, and now we need to add, or both sides of this piece on, and now we need to add the other piece, which will end up going around it, kind of like this. So it creates a little tiny area for your water bottle to sit, and it'll be nice and easy to put in and out, and it should prevent the spilling onto your books if your locker partner or just you knocks it over accidentally and then water's everywhere, and what are you gonna do? Because, I mean, books are expensive nowadays, and we ain't got money. What are we gonna do? We just need to prevent the whole situation by using a quick, easy DIY. So guys, we have assembled all sides, and now I have a water bottle to test. And this is what the inside looks like. It's kind of like a bag. If you want to, you can add like duct tape around here to make it look better, but I don't really care. Also, these little holes you can always fill if you put like the same thing we did for these. You can just wrap it around there and make it look better. But I kind of like seeing the water bottle through it. And so here's the big test. You can fill this however much you want. I just kind of grabbed a pretty much drinking water bottle out of our fridge, and here we go. See, it holds up perfectly, and it shouldn't move around that much. And what you would do, basically, you take more duct tape. I know, it's lots of duct tape. Oh, I'm kind of sitting sideways now. Oh, there we go. So what you would do is you have the locker wall. It's metal, right? So if you have duct tape on it, at the end of the year, it'll take off pretty easily. And you basically just put duct tape through one of these holes. That's why I like to leave it open too, because it's easier to do the taping to the wall. You kind of take a big piece and you put part of it through, wait, one second. You're going to put part of it through in there and then part of it up there and stick that to the wall. Or you could just go like that and stick it to the wall, but it's less likely to hold up better. And just kind of make sure it's nice and tight so that you don't have your water bottle falling down and crashing onto the thing. Otherwise, this DIY is pointless. So I'm going to quickly show this taped up to my wall real fast. So that is the end product. It's nicely and taped up to the wall right here, and it holds perfectly. So, yay! On to number 3. This next one is a hack, and it's really easy and nice to use for like the first few weeks of school when you don't remember like your passcode for your locker. And so say you have your binder here, and you carry your binder around like in your bag or something, so it's easily accessible. And if you take it out and open it, then you can just basically write your little passcode right here on the side so that you would be able to read it. And I like to normally like squish all of the numbers together without any dashes, because what if someone picks up your notebook and or your binder and they're like, oh, is this this person's locker? And like, you know, I would trust most of the kids at my school, but you never know what could happen. So you just write it like right in there, so if you open it, you can read it and turn your knob that many times. So it's just a nice little easy, helpful tip that I used to use a lot. So yay! So for this next DIY, it's still for your locker. And so if you ever have any tiny little flashlights like this, or just a normal one, it's just, I feel like it's more easier with one that has like a little keychain on it and a nice little button, and it has light. This is like a locker light, which could be really useful. So say your locker is about like this tall, then you can just tape the little keychain to the top. But no one wants just a boring light like this that's just like white and stuff. I like colorful lights. So what you need for this is just this little flashlight, a bit of duct tape, and tissue paper. I chose purple tissue paper because it's pretty cool. And you can either cut or rip this. I just decided I'm just going to rip it up right now. And just rip a tiny little square out, or however big your flashlight face is. And all you have to do is cover the flashlight with the tissue paper. And you guys, I don't know if you guys remember, but there used to be a big craze on those little like rubber bands that could make bracelets and stuff. And all you need to do is buy like a few of those rubber bands, and it's really simple. You don't even need to use tape. I mean, I guess you could, but I feel like it's easier this way because they're just the perfect little size for this. And you just kind of rubber band around the edge so the, what's it called, is on tight. And then you can tape the little key ring to the top of your locker. And when you get in, and say my hand right here is the top of the locker, and then this is just a normal person, you can just click it and it turns on. Now, it doesn't look like that purple to you guys, but here, I'll show you what it looks like before and after the color. So this is what it looks like before, and this is after. So it's a lot more purple and stuff, and you can do this with any color. I think it works best with either pink, green, or oranges or stuff like that are lighter colors. It shows up pretty good. But it's just a really simple locker light hack, or I mean DIY, if you want a light that doesn't look just like a dangling flashlight from the ceiling, you know. It's really nice for me. So what we're doing now is we're going to head on to the next category, and that is supplies. So first we're going to do a DIY. This DIY is really simple. I think actually like all the DIYs we have are very simple. But so this is a binder DIY, and I really like the color blue, so I have a blue binder here, and I put some blue cardstock in it with cute little quotes on it just to give your binder more exciting things. And so I just searched some of these quotes online, and I also wrote some on the back, so you can either like change it if you want to. So it's just kind of a cute idea. And this one says, if you're wondering, sometimes the right path is not the easiest one. And the back of it says, you will never have this day again, so make it count. And I put little hearts, black hearts on it just to keep the theme up with both sides. And I think it's just more fun than having a normal, like, colorless binder with no soul. So even though these hearts are kind of black like my soul, but whatever. So next one. So this thing is just a suggestion. What, I did not English then, but I have this theme now for my like everything, so it makes everything look super cute. So I have a bag with blue, that is blue, and it has black hearts on it. So I wanted a theme for my locker and my school supplies. So now I also have a binder that has blue with black hearts on it. And this little, this is a hack I showed you before, but it's blue and it's going to have black hearts on it because I have the little stencils somewhere, I don't even know, that you can just put over it and draw on it. And I also have these locker holders with like that can hold like more pencils and stuff, and I have two blue ones and one black one, so it's kind of keeping up the cute little theme there. And yeah, so that's the end of that. I don't know if I'd call it a hack, but it's just a cute little suggestion so that you have fun with everything being like organized and nice and colorful. So this is the last thing we have. It's going to be a pencil holder, and basically it's just a piece of felt where if you open it, I'm going to cut little slits in it and it will be able to hold pencils. And I'll show you after I'm done cutting. So I've only done two here, but basically you can just fold it up like this, and then if you open it, there's your pencil and the marker I just didn't put it in yet. So, and then here's your marker. So basically all you have to do is cut them that way and fold it, and then you have your own little pencil bag. So there you guys go. I hope you enjoyed this hack/DIY school thing video, and please like, subscribe, and comment, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!